Musk is a pathological liar. He's a criminal. He's a sociopath and a ghoul.
I don't like clowns.
My administration will take all lawful steps to shut down the department. We're going to shut it down and shut it down as quickly as possible.
The DOE is officially doged.
You're terminated, fucker.
And I will tell you, it's 3 agencies of government when I get there that are gone. Commerce, education, and the, what's the third one there?
The government shouldn't be in the middle of everything, and we certainly don't need a federal Department of Education.
We propose to dismantle 2 cabinet departments, energy and education. There's only one way to shrink the size and cost of big government, and that is by eliminating agencies that are not needed and are getting in the way of a solution.
Well, Trump just did it with a stroke of a Sharpie.
I will sign an executive order to begin eliminating the Federal Department of Education once and for all. We're going to be returning education very simply back to the states where it belongs, and this is a very popular thing to do, but much more importantly, it's a common sense thing to do.
When people ask me what are the 3 most important issues facing the Congress, for my whole time in Congress, I've always said the same thing. Our children, our children, our children.
When people ask me what are the 3 most important issues facing the Congress, I always say the same thing. Our children, our children, our children.
I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about the future, America's working families, for the children.
You are full of shit.
Next level.
Evil!
Caroline, what do you say to critics of the president's education plan?
Where was their criticism of our nation's failing test scores for the last several decades? The Department of Education was founded in the 1970s, and since then we have spent more than $3 trillion at this federal bureaucracy. What has been the return on that investment for the American taxpayer? Levels that are less than ideal, less than proficient. Our children's test scores are incredibly concerning when it comes to reading rates, literacy rates, math, and science test scores. The numbers prove that.
It's always about the children.
NEA, we have to win all the things, all the things, all the things. Our colleagues are depending on us to win all the things. Keep going, NEA. To preserve our democracy, we must win all the things. Delegates, we won't go back. We will keep going forward because we are the NEA. We are the NEA. We are the NEA.
What the hell is even that?
What are we doing?
Enough with the bullshit.
Well, let me tell you, on March 29th, I want you to raise your voices all over the world, and I want you to be heard in such a way that no matter how much they try to ignore you, they just can't. And what we are seeing is that because people are driving this movement, we've seen that now the board is saying, hey, Elon, you need to step aside because you messing up everything. We saw here recently that Tesla is not being welcomed in Canada and Vancouver because they are afraid of what may come along with that.
Trying to get like you. Yo, stay up, fam.
Stay up, bro.
Devon, I've never heard you talk like that before.
How do you talk to black people?
The same way I talk to white people. What?
Are you serious? You don't have one of these?
What?
You don't have a code switch?
No.
Musk is a pathological liar. He's a criminal. He's a sociopath and a ghoul.
Don't tease me, you know what I do for a living.
And I mean those terms very precisely because who else would use his own child as a sympathy prop while literally taking starving aid away from people all over the world? He's literally killing people. People are going to die because of this madness.
They're very pissed off.
Because we won't let them steal money.
So that's that washed up actor, John Cusack, who was sitting there in his basement somewhere or between his bunk beds, making an announcement that who's we? Who are you addressing? That we have to go make Tesla owners and Elon Musk very afraid. Now, is that a threat? I believe that's a threat. People don't think that's a threat. I think that's absolutely a threat. They even picked out a date, March 29th. What are you going to do? You're already firebombing dealerships, throwing Molotov cocktails through glass windows.
Why is this not a hate crime? Why are they not being, if it's domestic terrorism, there's a great place called Guantanamo Bay. Like, they need to be treated as, and the people who are fanning these flames, they're liable, and there should be lawsuits, and it should be everyday Americans should be like, from what I saw, they should be suing the Daily Show who's trying to make jokes out of it, or Kimmel who comes out and they're basically saying it's okay to attack someone when things don't go your way.
Yeah.
Could you imagine when the horrible things that were happening to people on conservatives on Facebook and you made the wrong post, you could lose your job if you stood up against vaccine.
Yeah.
How many of Facebook's buildings were burned down? How many of the owner of Facebook's companies were attacked? Or no, when we didn't like something, we didn't buy it.
Yeah, Bud Light.
We didn't approve of it. We didn't like it, so we didn't buy it. You do that all day. Don't buy a Tesla if you have an issue with it. But the fact that they're fanning flames, if we were saying that to encourage things like that, well, Fox would have us off the air. We wouldn't be on the air. The fact that they're allowed to be on the air and continue to do this just shows how far up.
So I see media. I picked up something I said this morning. And they said, you have Crockett saying this is going to be a great day on the 29th. Do me a favor, take them down. What does that mean? Take them down.
Exactly.
What did Cusack just say? He said, make them scared.
Yeah.
So how is that not a threat? And guess what? They are blowing things up.
And where's their argument? Cusack says all this stuff. Please tell me what your argument is. Please, what is the issue? That he's going to find where the money goes? Or is it because somehow it's connected to you? I think the people who yell the loudest are the ones that we should be putting under the microscope.
Disaster relief funds used on immigrants illegally in the U.S. The fact is, no money is being diverted from response needs. That's the fact. Misinformation, disinformation is indeed dangerous. It gets in the way in what we're trying to do here.
What an odd thing to say.
You have a Pentagon that has billions of dollars that they hide, we don't ask for any accounting of. They never pass an audit in the history of audits. I've often said the only way we're really going to get to the bottom of this is somebody's going to walk out of one of these labs with this information and puts it out on the internet before they commit suicide by shooting themselves in the back of the head 5 times.
You guys say that you lean more liberal or more conservative?
Definitely more liberal.
Yeah. Okay, why liberal?
Because I'm black.
Yeah. We're gay. What do you guys think is the biggest issue that's facing Gen Z right now?
Many of us leave colleges that we pay a bunch of money for with a degree, and we can't get a job. And then you have people like Mr. Charlie here telling you, you know, if you work harder, it's Gen Z is so lazy. They're so lazy and they care about things that don't matter, whatever. But it's the truth. We leave schools with spending all this money for a degree, and we can't even use them, and we're stuck in like low-income jobs.
Is college a scam?
No.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
I look at how this works for the Pope. Pope wants to fix the Catholic Church. I'm saying this as a lifelong Catholic. I was baptized Catholic. I was First Communion as a Catholic. Confirmation as a Catholic. He ought to fix the Catholic Church and concentrate on his work and leave border enforcement to us. He wants to attack us for securing our border. He's got a wall around the Vatican, does he not? So he's got a wall around to protect his people and himself, but we can't have a wall around the United States. So I wish he'd stick to the Catholic Church and fix that and leave border enforcement to us.
Every single one of them. And not just the men, but the women. And the children, too.
So, who ate the toy? Who ate the toy?
It is a messed up world.